drinking, how many energy drinks do you consume a day? If the answer is more than one, you could be addicted, and that habit could even be fatal. Mick Clarke was a young, healthy guy who exercised and didn't smoke. But earlier this year, without warning, the 35-year-old died. Now a coroner's ruled caffeine toxicity from his 4-a-day energy drink habit led to the heart attack that claimed his life.
That's the problem with these energy drinks. Many people can drink them and have no problems, while others could end up with very serious health outcomes.
Australians and Kiwis can't get enough of drinks like Red Bull, Mother and V. Over a 9-year period, together our consumption went up a whopping 121 million litres. Marketers for the drinks claim they improve concentration and boost energy, but they also have a dark side.
I've been addicted to V for coming on nearly 12 years. It started off as 1 to 2 a day, and then as I started working and growing older, I used to have up to 8 or 9 a day.
I have tried to give up Red Bull 3 or 4 times, but it's so difficult because of debilitating headaches, you feel nauseous, you get the shakes.
Most energy drinks contain a mixture of taurine, ginseng, guarana and a cocktail of other ingredients with little known effects. But the main drug is caffeine, with a 500ml can containing about 160 milligrams of the stuff. That's almost 3 times the amount in a standard cup of coffee.
The safe levels of caffeine per day for children is around 100 milligrams a day, and for adults around 400 milligrams a day.
Drinking more than that could cause heart palpitations, high blood pressure, anxiety and diarrhoea, and could lead to hospitalisation, or as in Mick's tragic case, even death.
There are examples in the literature of young people having cardiac arrests where their heart goes into an abnormal heart rhythm after only 1 energy drink.
So with an increasing number of people suffering from the drink's side effects, is it time to restrict access to some of our favourite beverages?
Well, Ch10 Clarke is Mick's mum and she joins us now. Ch10, thanks so much for coming on the program. I mean, talk us through that day that you found out that Mick had died. That must have been absolutely horrific for you guys.
It was absolutely dreadful. The most heartbreaking thing I've ever had to go through. I had 3 policemen knock on my front door and they said, "I'm sorry to tell you, but your son's passed away."
So did you have any idea of how many of these energy drinks Mick was drinking before he passed away?
No, I didn't. I did see about 2 weeks prior to him dying that he was cleaning his truck out on the front lawn and he had a handful of energy drinks to put in the rubbish. And I did say to him then, "I hope you're not drinking all these too often because they can harm you." He just shrugged his shoulders and, yeah, whatever.
Ch10, what was your response when you found out the cause of death was caffeine overdose?
I was just totally shocked. Totally shocked. And then I got extremely angry at Michael for drinking them because he didn't have to die.
Ch10, what do you hope comes out of all of this?
I would like to see it get banned totally, but that's not realistic. I have started a campaign to get the laws changed that children under 18 are not allowed to buy them or drink them.
I think that's a great idea, Ch10. I mean, what do we do about adults, though? I mean, I guess there's labels on the can. I mean, at some point, do we say, I guess, adults just have to take responsibility for themselves, or do you think we should be limiting them to adults as well?
I think they should be limited to everybody, and I think the warning labels should be a big label right around the top of the can instead of this very small writing that you can barely see, especially on a black can. And at the end of the day, who reads a warning label on a so-called soft drink?
Well, Ch10, we're so sorry for your loss, but hopefully your tragedy can hit home for people who are drinking a lot and they might think twice about how many they're consuming. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
It is true the warnings are so small. Like, I mean, if you weren't looking for it, you wouldn't see it.
And especially as we were showing there, when the rest of the can is telling you all the benefits of the energy and how well it keeps you up. It is, as we pointed out, it's the caffeine, it's the amount of caffeine in there. And what's interesting is at the risk of sounding like a very old 30-plus person. You know, if I see someone sort of in their younger teens and they've got a coffee, I sit there thinking, well, I wasn't drinking coffee till I was, like, in my 20s or something. Like, I didn't have caffeine in my system. And I sit there thinking, well, you're too young to be doing that. But if I see them with an energy drink, I don't seem to bat an eyelid at it.
That's because you can get the energy drink right next to the Coke or
the
the...
challenge is it's normalised. Like, caffeine is a drug, and you can die from an overdose of it. You have to have 70 cups of coffee at one time to die from caffeine, but it's dangerous.
But
and
when
it's
you talk
normalised.
cups of coffee, there is many cups of coffee in one drink.
You're not meant to have more than 400 milligrams of caffeine a day, and if he's having 6 or 7 of these drinks, you're prone to heart attack. I mean, it is a lot of caffeine going in your system, and your body can't cope with it.
Well, the Australian Beverages Council's released a statement today. They've said we certainly do not encourage overconsumption of energy drinks, which is why all drinks are clearly labelled with total caffeine amounts and maximum usage recommendations.
We've got to take a break. Back in a moment.